is that you use spit or you use lube for a good hand job. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about hand job tutorial. Yes, pleasure your man's pee with your hands, aka hand job. It's a very underused sexual technique, but our hands and fingers have a lot more flexibility and can be used in a much more creative way than our mouth or even our pussies. And yes, I'm talking about much more than simply moving your hands up and down his shaft. So if you are ready to learn how to give him an exquisite manual pleasuring lesson, then keep watching. My name is Onyinyo Below. I make videos that will help you have the best sex of your life. So, looking deep into giving manual hand job, it seems to me that many women don't quite understand the penis, and because they are embarrassed to ask how to touch it or what to do with it, they sort of grab it and hope for the best. But that is not necessarily the best way to play with his sausage. So here are all the best sex therapists applied tips for an amazing hand job experience. A lot of good hand job starts with stroking, which can help the penis get hard. Then taking it into your hands. Most of the time, you want to hold the penis between the shaft and the hood, basically where foreskin is or would normally be, and stroking up and down. Keep in mind that if your sexual partner is circumcised, the area around the hood of the pee will be more sensitive. So take note from your partner to know whether it is circumcised or uncircumcised, so you can know how to walk your way. So now start the hand job with a light touches and a looser grip, and keep communication open with the receiver, asking him if he likes being touched this way and if there is anything they like you to try together. You can build towards the best touch, speed and grip that works for everyone. Focusing on the shaft versus the top of the pee creates different type of pleasure for the pee, and switching between both pleasure can be an amazing feelings for the receiver. So learning how to give a great hand job to your man is a valuable weapon to have in your sex toolbox, along with learning how to give a good blow job. So that is why I'm giving you 11 different hand job techniques that will bring your man back aching, ecstasy, and having him begging you for more and more and more. Now you may be wondering what the best hand job technique is. The truth is, there is no perfect work on every guy hand job technique. So one tip I will tell you is that if you are feeling confident, you can try both at the same time, using one hand to focus on the shaft, moving up and down, jacking, while using the other to focus on the head. You can keep your fingers loose and run the tips over the head, back or around the head in a circular motion. If your partner has a particular big pee or you have a small hand, you can also use both on the shaft, a sort of twisting the motion for an intensified sensation. So now, when performing the hand job, both giver and receiver should be in a nice comfortable position, such as lying down in the bed, and start slowly. Sexual partners can explore and figure out what each other likes best through communication, and touch each time they have sex. But for beginners, kissing and a bit of pillow talk might be a nice place to start. So the number one tip is to ask him what he likes, how to best touch him, and anything else that you should know. And this is because all men have different P. So if you keep doing what works for your previous partner, it might not necessarily work for your current partner. 2. Watch him masturbate. They say good sex starts with knowing what you and your partner want and being able to talk about it. Like, is to ask him how they like to be touched, how they like touching themselves. You can even have them show you what they do when they are alone. Number 3, try to play with the foreskin. If your partner is uncut, aka uncircumcised, playing with the foreskin will be a necessity for giving him a good hand job. It's not sensitive in the same way the glands, head of the P, is, but the nerve ending may enjoy some tension from a pulling motion with your thumb and 4 fingers. 4. Decide on wet or dry. A key ingredient to a high quality hand job is knowing whether your partner is aroused from a wet or dry hand job. So if they like it dry, avoid adding any moisture as it may be overstimulating for them. So that is why you need to go wet or dry. 5. Match their speed. 5 is to match their speed and intensity. Does your partner like to have their P firmly stroked or softly caressed? Do they normally masturbate at fast pace? Or are they more of slow and steady wins the game? Just know what they like and mimic them. 6. Show the head of the P some love. Not sure where to touch? It is never a bad idea to focus your efforts, especially on the head. There is a whole wonderland of nerve endings around the tip. So as you slide your hand up over the ridge of the head, allow for some resistance, pulling over so slightly can also intensify the feelings of the hand job. 7. Keep it simple. Chances are your partner is used to getting themselves off with a pretty straightforward up and down motion. Many of them have been doing this since they have been age 11, isn't it? So they have got used to that down part. So when you are giving them a hand job, simple is better. A lot of people get overly complicated with technique, which can be a little too much for the receiving partner. 8. Stitch up your technique. Stick to 2 or 3 moves. Have a few different go-to techniques that can alternate and make gradual transition. 9. Use both hands. Speaking of techniques, one way to make them finish fast, that is sort of the goal when your arms get tired, right? It is to bring both hands to the P party. You know they are used to one hand when they masturbate. So if you use 2 hands, you are adding excitement and stimulation right off the bat. 10. Make it a BJ hand J combo. If your partner enjoys a blow job or wet hand job, why not walk your tongue into the right places? Remember, BJ are so much more than the up and down movements over the length of their erection. 11. Play with the balls. While you might think a hand job is a strictly hand on penis procedure, if you want to really blow your partner's mind and other things, you are really going to want to explore beyond the shafts, aka play with the balls. Don't leave the balls out of its areas. 12. Experiment with different areas. One secret to giving your partner an unforgettable hand job is venturing outside of their private parts and stimulating other parts of their body. Hand, while your dominant hand is working their pee, allow your other hand to explore their other body and touch them in a way they may not even realize turns them on. So you guys, this will be the end of today's video. I'm gonna be drawing the curtain here. So let's see you again in my next video. My name remains Onyinye Obilo, your one and only love tutor. I love you.